Now I'd like to introduce our special guest speaker, King. In 2009, Speak Out conducted his first youth leadership program right here at the center. King was one of the students who participated and graduated from the program. When he turned 18, he joined Speak Out, then went on to other opportunities that came his way. Tonight, I said tonight, he is returning to the center and to Speak Out, to share his story. Please join me in welcoming King Chan.
Thank you so much, everyone. So with that, good evening. Hope everyone's doing pretty fantastic right now. I want to thank Michael so much for the honor of introducing me tonight. I couldn't have thought of any other better person to do it than him. And I also want to take this time to also thank Susan. Yes, Susan, hi. If she doesn't notice already, then I will mention this one more time, how remarkable of a person she is. How she managed to track me down and get me to be here where I am today. I'm not saying these comments just to butter her up. No, I'm sure that you're all fed up with that. But I will also clarify, she did not, and I repeat, she did not pay me to do this right now. I just speak truth and praise about her.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Susan has kept in contact with me over the last 5 years since I did Toastmasters and their youth program. Seeing me grow into this pretty awesome person that I am in front of all of you today. So when I first heard about doing Toastmasters, guess what my first reaction was?
No way.
Oh, no. Nah.
I was like, okay, so Susan was like, hi, and I was like, bye. At the time, I was more interested in my rock band and also playing billiards than some random leadership program. So I was really hesitant and sort of reluctant also to partake in it. I had just started coming to the center to find out more about my own queer identity and joined its Mighty program back in 2007. So Mighty is the Mentoring Youth Through Empowerment program here that they provide for high schoolers and also those that are just coming out regardless of your age as long as you're a youth. So at the time, I wasn't comfortable with my own identity, I wasn't comfortable with my own self, and last but not least, I wasn't comfortable with my own voice. So I remember Rika, the youth coordinator at the time, making it her goal to ask people everywhere in the community to quote-unquote empower us high schoolers. And somehow she managed to come across Susan, who came out of nowhere one day to deliver her 1-minute elevator pitch speech about why all of us youth should be a part of this world-renowned speakers program. And I remembered at the time, I giggled a lot, because at the time I was thinking Toastmasters, free breakfast hopefully, toast, free food. I was thinking, yeah, free food, definitely get me on board. But I figured out eventually that it was going to be a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, and full commitment. And in my head, I was thinking, quote unquote, ain't nobody got time for this. But somehow, some way, Susan managed to somehow persuade me to go and follow through with the program. And that's where, surprisingly, I had a lot of fun. And I went through a lot of incredibly helpful workshops to critique my speaking skills, my listening responsibilities, and how to keep a professional composure at all times. So basically, I tell people that whenever I see Susan, or whenever Susan's around me, I get my swag from her. By learning how to look people at their eyebrows instead of their eyes, so it would look like I was making eye contact with all of them, or making fun of my friends for getting dinged every single time for saying ums, because that's something that's very important with this program, to prevent you from saying ums. And also pause for a breath, pause for a smile. Suzanne and the other Toastmasters like Patricia and Heidi and Karen got us through it, and much more. So I have many cherished memories actually being a participant from the youth program. One memory that sticks out to me is when I actually didn't have anyone to celebrate my birthday with, and out of nowhere they brought this humongous cake with my favorite colors on it. And it meant so much to me because my parents weren't able to afford a birthday for me, or most of the time, actually, every single year. So it was the first time anyone had ever celebrated my birthday with me. So it meant a lot. And to this day, I still remember it. And beside that, they see me also grow into the individual that I am, seeing my own self-worth and reflecting upon what it means to be, upon what it means to be my own leader. So as you can see, I'm still going as I go with this, trying really hard not to slur, trying really hard to articulate as best as I can. Toastmasters has done many feats for all of its participants, and I still manage to keep in contact with all my fellow peers from that youth program. Some of them are doing slam poetry in the LA County circuit, some of them are traveling right now, and some of them actually have quote-unquote full-time salary jobs. So it's mind-baffling to think right now that folks my age are out doing these fantastic endeavors, and we all started actually in this very center.
All right.
So to reiterate, what Suzanne Toastmasters has done for me, I've gotten to go out in the world and be able to find my own voice and utilize it wisely. I've seen the insides of the political arena, working for 3 elected officials, including our city's vice mayor, and also a sitting U.S. senator. I met our president and vice president, as well as former President Clinton, at various events I organized, and I've been able to contribute my voice to matters important to the communities I represent, to ensure their concerns are present at the table. For it's important to see change ongoing, and also see liberation for everyone becoming a reality. I even get to do leadership workshops on why authentic diversity and inclusion looks like to even our corporate leaders. So next week I'll be doing such a presentation for folks at Boeing.
Nice. Good for you.
So however, my favorite actually is getting to work with high schoolers constantly and educating them about the intersections of power, privilege, and oppression. It warms my heart getting them to think critically about what's going on a systemic framework and being more passionate about their community and being involved. So I also ended up joining a college fraternity with some of my fraternity siblings here in their very room. And by the way, happy birthday, Luna. So yeah, stick with Toastmasters. It will guide you. It will guide you to find the potential in yourselves, to see the leader in you, because it allowed me to find my own voice, allowed me to set who I am, and allowed me to be the leader that I am today. So thank you, Speak Up. Thank you, Toastmasters.